increíblemente enorme. Tener que matarlo.
Damn it. Gotta catch it. Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own jungle. Time to handle this.
¿Qué onda, Kiefer? Más o menos. Ahorita estoy en la expansión de Blood and Wine. En segundo de nivel para luego continuar con la misión principal. O sea, el bicho pega duro. Ah, ah, ya sé. Tanto la banda sonora como el aspecto de la historia es bastante buena. ¡Ah! ¡Muerto! ¿La matarás o la dejarás con vida? Voy a ver. Depende. Ahorita ya me ganó. Buen punto.
¿Dónde estaba la parte de la comida? ¿Y la tiro? ¿Dónde? En la cuarta categoría. Cuarta. Aquí. Segunda fila, el último. Ah, ok.
How long you gonna make me wait?
¿Qué? ¿No hizo nada? Me lleva el diablo. La ventana es que se congeló ahorita. ¿Tantas cucharas hay que se puede esconder ahí abajo? Este dice mata a la criatura. Uy. El problema es que me lo rompen, no me dura ni si quiero un nuevo golpe. ¡Ah! Quiero que con uno, porque el cabrón, mira. Fallé. Ya, por fin.
Now to carve out its salivary glands.
Cuatro señoras seguidas. ¡Hala, no! Ahorita lo encuentro. Creo que estaba aquí. Punto de adrenalina, ¿dónde? Que me finaliza. Creo que es esta. Control de por el nivel y luego se me trabajo posible lanzar señales usando puntos de adrenalina. Lo usa más. No count oficina wine.
Te mamaste. Se me dio risa. Espérate, me voy en caballo porque voy a pata corriendo por aquí.
Giddy up. Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed to find a loan.
Es lo que no metes a...
Thanks for the thought.
Es
Gonna
lo que
need much
metes a-
longer to finish brewing resonance. Mentioned the last ingredient, too. What about that?
¿No me dio
That,
opción?
I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to
What?
know a higher
Quizá
vampire
contratar a
who should be
alguien.
willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. That stands to be very, very dangerous.
¿No me salió?
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mutna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
En este caso vamos de una vez.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesha Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice.
¿Cómo se murió?
As things stand, the die is cast.
Au.
High time we set off for Tesha Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
¿Qué mouse tenías?
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
Suele pasar.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our well into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Cells? Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from my history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something? Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively there.